Students who are pursuing different degrees. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Shall I share my screen, sir?
Yes, madam, you can please. Yes, madam, it is visible.
Is that visible in full screen mode, sir?
Yes, 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 yes.
Right.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am D. Aruna Padma. I am working as lecturer in computer science in Vishaka Government Degree College for Women, and I have done my MTech from Usmania University, Hyderabad, in computer science, and right now I'm pursuing my PhD from Andhra University. And uh, as you know that I'm computer science faculty here, also I held the responsibility of IQSE. Many of you might knowing about it, internal quality assurance cell. So being IQSE coordinator, it is one of my prime responsibility to inculcate the culture of innovation in our students. In that capacity, I'm talking today here, and I may not be very expert in this area because being academicians, we are confined to teaching. But still, we got lot many brilliant minds with us, the students who has many ideas, many innovative thoughts with it. Uh, I please mute. Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Yes, madam.
Right. I request the participants to be please mute yourself, and if any doubts are there, please raise your hand, and we can interact. Actually, right. I've planned my talk as we start with the introduction. What is innovation? We'll be talking about the literal meaning of innovation and what are the various components of innovation. Then, most often, invention and innovation, these terms are used interchangeably. So, but they have some distinction. We'll discuss about the differences between invention and innovation too. And the crux of this talk is about developing innovation culture in educational institution. As I said earlier, I thought it is for B.Ed students. So I've covered both for students, school students, as well as higher education institutions. Later, we'll be talking about the definition of innovation, and we'll also discuss the commercialization of
లేదు
innovations.
నేను వీటితో కలిసి వెళ్తాను.
Right. Can any one of you tell something about innovation? What idea you have about innovation?
Hello, ma'am.
It must be a session. Yes, sir.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Innovation means, ma'am, to do something new in the field of education. I think, suppose I'm from education,
Yeah.
uh, so create something new. Suppose, lastly, I have created a innovation work in my school. Like, actually, I have created a scan code for scan code for capturing data, even the school data, hostel data, everything in
Hmm.
one scan code.
Okay.
I
Right.
think this type of work is considered as innovation.
Oh,
For
right, sir.
that,
That's
yes,
great.
ma'am.
Anyone else would like to try?
Innovation is nothing else creative, some new idea, new technology, new situation where something new can be created by the creativity.
Okay, sir. right? By fostering creativity, you're saying you will be creating new things, right? Anyone else would like to explore something on this? Fine. So, innovation is a driving force behind progress and growth. We all know it is a key driver of progress and growth in today's rapidly evolving world. So it is a process, as someone of us told, it is a process of introducing new ideas or new methods or processes or products which will bring some positive impact in our human lives, or it brings some impactful changes in our lives. Then that is called as innovation, right? So another important thing is innovation doesn't have any boundary. Like some people think that innovation means some technological innovation. It is not like that. Innovation can be done at every level, and in every kind of sector. Innovation can be done. One of our participants just told about the innovation in education. He said he created a scan code as a one-stop solution for all kind of data-driven activities. So that is how he's helping the students. So it is bringing some kind of change, a positive impact in the students' usage of the data-driven solutions. So the impact of innovation can be seen in various fields, like your technology, maybe in medicine or in your healthcare, or in education field, or simple agriculture. And the innovation can be done by learned people or simple illiterate people also. They can innovate with new ideas. And small children, students, school level students will also have some innovative ideas, and they can foster their creativity in creating new innovative technologies or concepts. So, to define innovation or to know the meaning of innovation in literal terms, the innovation is nothing but the action or process of innovating. Innovating is the term which is derived from a Latin word that is a verb innovare. Innovare means to renew or to reform or to introduce something new. So many of us will have a little confusion between invention and innovation. Basically, the invention is finding something exactly new, but whereas innovation is adding some value to the existing elements. That is innovation. And we can, to give an example, um, one of the most important innovation in our humankind is the invention of wheel, isn't it? So the wheel is invented past somewhere time before, thousands of years before. That invention has created a very profound impact on our human life. It has changed our lives in many ways, like how we are traveling, the transportation, industrialization, even it is facilitated agriculture and infrastructure development. So that one invention of wheel has a profound impact. How that impact comes is not simply because of wheel. So after the invention of wheel, many people has fostered their creativity in bringing out new value, in bringing out new meaning to that invention. Like the wheel is invented first, then the wheels are added to some animal carts to bring the materials or the people. Later on, it is transformed to cycles, bicycles, so that mechanically we can transport using our energy, using the wheels, which was again innovated into some um, automobiles. Now we are going towards automated vehicles. So the invention is one thing. We are finding a new thing, that is invention, or you are discovering a new concept, that is invention. Whereas innovation means adding something to the existing thing, so that it creates a value to the humankind, or by commercializing we can earn some money. So it is the process of introducing new ideas, products, or services. The term innovation is initially termed by Mr. Gabriel Tarde in 19th century. He used it for the purpose of novelty. Okay, novelty means bringing new things, right? So in later 1965, Victor Thompson, he defined innovation as the generation, acceptance, and implementation of new ideas, processes, products, or services. So definitely, as one of us are telling, innovation requires creativity. So we need to think differently. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, all birds find shelter during rainy. So to protect themselves from raining, so the birds will find shelter. But whereas eagle is one bird, instead of going to some shelter, it just avoids the rain by flying above the clouds. What does it means? Problems are very common to all the people, but the attitude which decides how we tackle the problem. It means we need to think differently to see the different perspective of that scenario or situation to find some innovative idea. And we must also have the uh, uh, risk taking capability to get some innovative ideas, and we must challenge the status quo. Means when we can innovate, when we observe the existing facility or existing product or service, then we should try to challenge why it is happening so, why the service is like this, why the product is like this, or why it is working so, what change we can bring so that we can make it more functional. That way of challenging the status quo is required for innovation. So it is a crucial aspect for any organization to be innovative to get the success in the present market. Now, let us talk about the important elements of innovation. As the first thing is the creativity, because one must see in a different perspective. To be creative means, so all people do all things, some things, but if you are doing in the same way, it is may not be a creative thing. But if you are trying to uh, do the same thing in some form which is much better than the present form, that is creativity. So one of the key aspects of innovation is creativity. It is the ability to think outside of the box, and it is the ability to come up with new unique ideas. And the next important element of innovation is curiosity or willingness to experiment. To be creative, first of all, you must be curious. So one must be asking more number of questions, or try to one must try to understand how exactly the technology or some service or some product is working, how better we can make it. In that way, the student or the person must be curious, and he must also be willing to experiment. So just being curious and knowing how it is working doesn't work. We must experiment with the new things. The same product, if we add some other functionality, how it will work. If you add one more dimension, how it will work. In that way, will we must experiment on the things. At the same time, we must take the failures also, because failures are the first attempt in success, as said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Garu. So while experimenting, we'll get many failures. Those failures we have to accept. If we accept those failures and learn from those failures, we will able to create something new. And the next important element is collaboration. So different people will have different mindsets, they will be having different perspectives, and they can generate new ideas when they work together. So one person is working in isolation without any knowledge of what is going on in the world may not bring that much effective thing. So if people work together, collaborate together, and exchanging their ideas and generating new ideas to solve the existing problem, definitely they will achieve more greater things instead of a single person doing the thing. And another thing is we must understand, as I already spoke, that innovation can happen at any level, individual level, from individual level to industry level, or big corporate level, or at in the government level. At any level, innovation can happen. To give one example, just I read about a lady. She's invented multi-routing techniques in cashew cropping. So many of you might be knowing about cashew nuts. So she coined a concept of multi-rooting. So if you are growing the roots, normally what we see is the growing the tree. We see the output only, the what we are getting outside on the top of the soil we see. But her perspective is different. She thought of, if you strengthen the root by using this multi-root technique, we can get good crop. So this is how an illiterate women can even foster a new idea. So it is actually chosen by some competition. It is held by National Innovation Foundation. So this is one of the nominee in that particular thing. So what I mean to say is, innovation can happen at any level, even a small kid, a small student, or a learned person who has more research aptitude. Even illiterate person can also do this innovation. And innovation, it plays a crucial role in driving the economic growth. So by innovating new technologies, new concepts, new industries, we can generate more jobs, we can generate more crops, we can generate more revenue, by which we can develop our economic growth. And an innovator must have ability to take risk, because you have an idea, and if we are not implementing that idea, it is of no use. So definitely, while generating an idea and developing into some implementable format, we'll get different challenges. So those challenges, we have to accept those challenges, and we must take that risk, and we must try to commercialize those innovative ideas, so that not only we earn money, it will bring some value to the people's life. Now, as I said earlier, invention and innovation, both terms mostly we use interchangeably. One gentleman already told that innovation is finding the new ideas. Of course, innovation is finding new ideas, or you can say it is addition of new ideas to the existing things. That is innovation. Whereas invention means, which is the action or process of making or designing something new for the first time. So innovation means, from the existing thing you are adding something to it, and we are getting some other thing, then it is innovation. But if at all, if you are getting you are designing, or you are inventing some product for the first time itself, then it is called as invention. Some of the examples of invention I have quoted here are: invention of the wheel. So it is revolutionized the evolution of the humankind, from wheel car to automated car today. And another important invention is printing press. So printing press, before that, the information or the knowledge is confined to only some people. So after the invention of the printing press, it revolutionized the dissemination of information or knowledge through books and newspapers and other print media. And after that, the recent days, the most important invention is internet. So even books are confined to libraries, are confined to the educational institutes or the students, where the people go and learn. But with the invention of internet, now the entire globe, entire world has become one single hub, wherein we can search any information or get any data from any place. So another important invention is smartphone. This is all we are using, because Without smartphone, now we cannot do a single task. All task comes into a single thing. We pay our all your bills through smartphones. We have the entertainment through smartphones. We have the education through smartphone. So there is no application where internet and smartphones are not there. So everywhere in our life now the internet and smartphones has become a part to our body. So all these possible because of the great inventions or the thought processing of some great people who bring this to us, isn't it? Another important invention is medical invention, because this is a very important thing. In COVID, we have seen that many people's lives are at risk, and we could able to come throughout it because of vaccination. So, anyone of you know the actual meaning of vaccination or the history of vaccination? Right. It,
Vaccination is helping for developing immunity in our body, which protect us from outside germs, madam.
yes, sir. Right, sir. You are absolutely right. Vaccination it develops immunity. How it happens? Medical students are there here. I think nursing students are there.
By injecting any syndrome or any liquid into our body which contain antibodies or which active the antibodies inside our body.
Yes, yes. So
It
this
the
vaccine,
outer liquid having some message which help the antibodies in our body to to remember how to fight with the external bacteria or external germs that are entering to the body.
right, sir. So vaccination. This vaccine means cow. Actually, literal meaning is. So it has started from smallpox. They want to get some cure for the smallpox, and they have found that one person who is rearing cows, she's having more um, what to say, she's not prone to smallpox. That time every person used to get smallpox. Then the inventors thought that what is different, what making this person prone strong again at this against this smallpox. Then they found that she's rearing the cows, and there is a concept of cowpox. So she already got cowpox, which generated antibodies which can fight with smallpox. This is how this vaccination came into picture in as an invention accidentally, because it is not smallpox we are directly fighting. From cowpox, they have taken that small syringe of liquid from the lady and injected to the smallpox person. So automatically they have developed this. So there are different kinds of inventions which made our lives very convenient today. If anyone would like to throw more light on major inventions which made the evolution process of the growth rapid in our world, can speak up. Okay, then let us see the differences between innovation and invention. As I said earlier, both the terms are used interchangeably, but there is a little distinction between these two terms. When it comes to meaning and process, invention means creating entirely new thing which is not existing, or discovering entirely new thing which is not discovered earlier. That is invention. Whereas innovation means improving or modifying the existing products or the processes or services so that it generates value to the new thing. So that is the main difference between the meaning and process. When it comes to the focus, invention is more focused on the initial idea or concept generation. Whenever you want to invent something, that initial idea you have to work on it and you have to experiment, you must study on it. Then we'll come to some concept which can be realized as a new thing. So that there the focus is on initial idea or concept generation. Whereas in innovation, it is more concerned with the practical implementation of that particular idea and how to commercialize that particular idea. We mostly concentrate on that. And whereas in terms of risk and uncertainty, definitely invention will be endeavoring high risk. The reason is we are trying to create something very new that must be proven in the society by experimenting, and it may succeed or it may fail, because these are all unproven concepts which you are going now to prove it. So it definitely endeavors high risk. When it is innovation, it definitely have comparatively low risk, because it is already an existing product we are innovating. So we already know the demand of that product, we already know the market value of that product, and we are putting some new concept to it and making trying to bring some value. So there the risk is lower when compared to invention. And when it comes to outcome, as we already know that it will brings entirely a novel concept or novel creation will be there, which may leads to the creation of new industries, new products, new processes. Whereas innovation leads to incremental improvements. It is not entirely a transition or entirely a kind of transformation it brings into our lives, but innovation leads to some incremental improvements. Means if there is a product, we'll add some other facility which leads to one increment, then to that product again some other facility is being added, then it leads to some better product or service. So it leads to the incremental improvements, and which needs cost reduce. Maybe by adding that new functionality, we may reduce the cost or we may increase the efficiency of that product. So that way the outcome will be impacting the innovation. And when it comes to time frame, development time may be longer in terms of invention, whereas innovation definitely needs some feasible time. A short time period is enough to innovate and come up with a new product. So today's crux of talk is about developing innovation culture in educational institution. As I said earlier, I thought it is for B.Ed, so I've taken both higher educational institutions as well as school education, wherein how we can foster this culture of innovation. So invention, it is very a big broad term where we need a lot of time, we need to take a more risk, we need to take a lot of money to get an invention. But innovation is not like that. Innovation is an incremental term wherein we can foster those innovative ideas, or we can foster the development of innovative ideas in our students. They can come up with some new thoughts which we can mobilize them, which we can motivate them and mobilize into commercialization through our startups. So before going to the main uh, important areas where we must concentrate, I would like to show some of the ideas which were nominated in APJ Abdul Kalam Ignite Awards. Okay, so these are the awards given to the school students for their innovation ideas. We can see here, this is a solar ironing cart. So this is an idea given by a 11th class student. So the solar energy is tapping to charge the iron box, so that it is a renewable energy source. And another idea, it is a simple idea we can see. So it normally we do have feeling that innovation is a very broad term, and we need to put more efforts, we need to spend more time. It is not like that. It is that what is required is the creativity, and as well as the different way of looking the things, and finding the solutions. Here you can see a dustbin which can kill the insects, because we'll be seeing the dustbins on the roads and all, even in our households, in the apartments down. The insects are revolving around those dustbins, creating different kinds of diseases. This is a novel idea. We can put insect killing dustbin which attracts the insects and kills the insects instantly. So this is the simplest thing which we can not imagine. A small child can also imagine. One of the major thing what happens now, we have Dasra and Diwali season, right? So many of us will be cleaning our households, and all the equipments we'll try to clean it. So one of the problem with cleaning the fan, so while cleaning it, definitely the dust will again fall on ourselves, which is a big problem for everyone. So this is a novel idea. It's a modified broom wherein they have added one other component, that is nothing but a collector. So a collector is added to the, so that it can will not fall on us, and it will be collected in that particular bin. So it is an easy way of doing things. And we being the educators, definitely we all use the pens or whiteboard markers or chalk pieces. So this is an idea given by a 10th class student, wherein quick finger duster, so a small cloth is attached to the palm itself, we can rub it with it. So these are some examples what I want to quote, because it is not a rocket science we need to inculcate in the students. It is the simple ideas. It is the way, what we need to change is the way how they think. We must tell the innovation is not a big thing. With simple mindset, with simple creativity, by observing closely what problems are there with the existing facilities, they can come up with very brilliant ideas. So with this, I would like to give upon some of the concepts which we can follow in our educational institutions, especially in school students. So, because they are very sharp when compared to adults, they uh, uh, they are very curious, at the same time they are creative, and they will have that interest to learn the new things very well. So the first thing what we must do is we must encourage them. We must encourage their curiosity. We must not stop asking questions. We must encourage them, ask more questions. Let them explore the things by themselves, by reading many books or putting questions to the lecturers or the teachers. So by this they feel comfortable, and they try to learn something by questioning and showing the curiosity. They are finding, by finding the mechanism behind various things. So by observation and by questioning, they will come to know what are the exact problems lying with that particular thing, or some product or some service. So after that, we must promote creative thinking. So it provides opportunities. We must provide the opportunity for the students to foster their creativity. So they will. We must arrange some brainstorming sessions. We must arrange some hands-on practice sessions. We must arrange some debates, so that they come up with new ideas. They must be able to see the thing in the different perspective, so that they can have their own creative novel idea, which we can bring up, and we can develop into a new product or service. In addition, sorry, in addition, in schools especially, because youth, ignited youth is the most important strength for any nation. And we being the most populated country in the entire world, and the strength of us is the youth. We have more number of young people when compared to other societies or other countries. So that is the reason we have to tap the innate abilities of our students. For that, we must teach them the problem solving skills by fostering the real time problems to them. We must give them some project based things. We must give them, excuse me. So that they try to solve the problems wherein we have in a real time scenario, and they can come up with some solutions. At the same time, we must nurture their growth mindset, means they must experiment, they must try for new things, they must accept the failures at the same time. So that type of growth mindset we must nurture, and so that they can believe themselves, yes, I can do that. So that kind of belief, being teachers, we must give to them. And we must also give the interdisciplinary learning opportunities. Now the new education policy has mandated the interdisciplinary learning in our school as well as college higher educations, because the basic knowledge of all disciplines must be there for anyone to excel in a field. For suppose, now we are having the field of machine learning. Being a computer science faculty, I would like to talk on that. So, being a machine learning specialist, if I want to take up a project on medical line, so I know about all computer algorithms. I know about how to use this machine learning algorithms and make them to learn the things. But at the same time, I must have some basic minimum knowledge about the field or the domain for which I'm developing this machine learning algorithm. Without that, I cannot go. So that is the reason we must, at the school level itself and the college level itself, we must bring some interdisciplinary learning opportunities so that the students can learn different kinds of disciplines. And at the same time, we must facilitate the collaboration, so that the students may interact with different kinds of people who are having different thought processing, so that they can exchange their ideas, they can brainstorm, and they can come up with different new concepts. And at the same time, we must provide the resources and the support to the students. Simply saying you must do this, you must do that, doesn't mix. You must provide the time, you must provide the resources to the students, and you must provide a space where they can foster their creativity, where they can nurture their thinking, where they can come up with new ideas. So those facilities must be provided by the educational institutions. And without any recognition, nothing will makes much important to the students, especially in school level. If someone gets some recognition, then definitely it motivates the other students also to think in that lines. So we have to celebrate the innovation. If it is a small thing also, we must tap their backs. Yeah, you have done a very good thing, it's a very good idea, you must come up with other new thing which you can add to this facility. Like that, we must encourage them by celebrating their innovations. And we must connect the students with the real world experiences. Like now we with this video conferencing tools, there is no bar, there is no limitation. So we can connect to any place, to any in the world, and we can get the resources, so that the real world industry people, if they talk, then they will have a different kind of impact on them. So those real world experiences, like we must take them to tours, as well as so that they can get the real time exposure what exactly is happening. So all these things we must provide to the students. At the same time, we must model the innovation. Like always, all the time, you just saying, yeah, you must do this, students, you must think in that line, you must think on that line. It will not work. first of all, we must become a model. We must be a role model to our students. So in the way we interact with the students, we should showcase that innovation culture. Then only the students will get that interest to do the things. So these are the some things, some tips which I thought we must all do to bring or to develop the innovation culture in our schools. And in addition, using the technology, we can develop the innovation culture in schools. As I already said, project based learning can be encouraged. They will explore the new things by project based learning. So when they work upon a single project, they communicate with different people, they will collaborate, and they find out the problems, and they try to give the solutions also. And another important technology we can use is makerspace or fab labs. Have you heard about makerspace or fab labs? Any idea about this?
No, ma'am.
So makerspace is some space, maybe physical or virtual online, wherein we provide different kinds of tools which are required for a student to develop that innovative thinking. Okay, so Fab Labs is again an online tool. This is the short form of fabrication labs, wherein many people will be working on some concept. They will be exchanging their ideas, and they will be coming up with new ideas. So such kind of things we must provide to the students, so that they can interact with the entire world. They'll be learning what exactly going on in the other side of the world, and how we can bring some change to the existing things, so that it can make much better opportunities for the thing, for the people. So another important tool we can use is flipped classroom. Flipped classroom, you might be knowing that instead of always we teaching in the classrooms, in flipped class mode, we'll give time to the students. They will be learning the concepts at the home. We will be providing all the online resources. So they will be trying at home, they will be learning at home. And in the classroom, we won't teach, we will facilitate the discussion, so that the students will come up their understanding, will come up their ideas about that concept, and they definitely come up with something new concepts also, which we can add upon. Another important technology where we can use in schooling is gamification. We can integrate the educational games and simulations into our curriculum, because gaming definitely attracts the students and it creates more interest. Through gaming, we can teach the concepts more effectively. At the same time, we can give some creative problem solving tasks to the students, so that they can think upon and they react through that gamification. So this is how we can bring the interest of the students. And we also can provide the coding and programming. So now we are in digital era. Every student must have that capability to code as well as program. In the future, we are going towards artificial intelligence, and many things will be replaced by the machines. So in that time, our students, our young youth must be trained with more technological abilities, so that they can control the future disruptive technologies which are going to come, like our artificial intelligence, which is making our life so easy. At the same time, many of us are thinking that it may be a threat to our, mankind also. In such case, the coding and programming from childhood itself, we can bring that taste, like if you make them learning programming, they'll get that logical ability. And many coding platforms are there. One of the platform I would like to quote is Scratch is a platform, online platform, coding platform, which is free, and the students can learn easily, because there are very interactive tools are available on that platform. and using those tools they can develop the coding and programming. And all we must provide the collaborative online tools. Again, we all have this Google Meets, Google tools are there, Google Docs, Google Sheets are there, and Jamboards are there. So at the same time, many people might put their ideas and work together. And we also foster real world connections. So now, because of internet and world wide web, we can connect to any other people who are working in the same areas. So these real world connections will definitely uh, bring the professional knowledge, because the people who are exactly working in that areas will have a different kind of knowledge when compared to academicians. Being academicians, will have some set of tools, some set of knowledge set, but in the real workplace the professionals will have the other way of other side of seeing the that particular aspect. So that professional knowledge is possible with this real world connections. And also we must encourage the students to have digital portfolios. So digital portfolios are nothing but they must able to project their ideas on online platforms. Okay, so it can be a website, it can be a blog, or it can be a YouTube channel otherwise, wherein we should allow or encourage the students to put up their ideas and thoughts and to foster their creativity. So these are the all the developing these are the tools which we can use in our schools to foster innovation culture in students. Now coming to higher education. In higher education also, some of the things will be as usual, will be having in higher education, fostering collaboration and all, whether it is a school or it is a college, the thing is same. We must encourage the creativity, we must encourage collaboration work, teamwork and all. But the thing here in higher education institutions are, we have more exposure. Okay, so the first aspect is we must align our vision. Okay, every institution will have some vision, every educational institution will have some vision. So to that in vision we have to align innovation. So if you align the innovation, we will definitely lead our activities in that line. So this requires institution leadership as well as the faculty and also the students all together aligning to one vision and bringing out the innovation. That is the main thing we can do in higher education. And also of course risk taking and resilience, that is common to both school education or in college education. In school education, students will have limited opportunities, they can have the ideas, they will put up on the ideas. But when they come to colleges, definitely after completion of the degree or while pursuing their degree also, they can go for some startups, they can translate their innovative ideas into commercialization. So at that time they must able to take the risk, and they must be resilience in the sense, if something fails also they must able to accept that, they must able to learn from that and come up with some other new thing which we can implement, which we can commercialize. So another thing is opportunities for problem solving and design thinking. I'll again talk about design thinking in the next slide. This is the way of solving some problems. Okay, design thinking is a human centric way of solving the things. So we should foster that culture of problem solving in our higher education students as well. Definitely we need collaborations when it comes to higher education. So we might collaborate, different universities, different educational universities, institutions can collaborate with the research organizations together. Even we can collaborate with the industries also. So together we can work and come up with some new innovations. And in colleges we must also support entrepreneurship. Okay, so once they come up with an innovative idea, we have to incubate it, and we have to translate into some startup. For that, we must support them. We must support them by giving some seed money, or many government organizations are there, as our director sir is saying. Our government of India is very keen in this aspect. They want our youth to be more innovative. So that is why they are providing lot many loans and other kinds of grants are being provided, so that we can provide the seed money for this little budding entrepreneurs to convert their ideas into commercialization. And also we must develop some innovative curricula. So the curriculum must be regularly updated to the current needs, current market requirements. Accordingly, that must be updated, and we must encourage them to create innovative hubs. So, in our college, we have an innovation hub wherein the interested students as well as faculty together works on some creative ideas, and we try to support them through the innovation hub. And also, as anyone definitely requires recognition to get motivation to work harder, to move further, so we must recognize and reward the innovations which are done by our students. And we must also engage the industry and society. We must take out these concepts to the society and industry. We must have rapport with the nearby industries or local industries. The education institutions must um, um, communicate with the local industries, and we must convey the ideas of our students, and we may take the support of the society or the industry in converting these ideas into some commercialization concepts. So we also must support interdisciplinary and flexible learning. So as I already said, NEP is supporting interdisciplinary learning. And if a student is pursuing science, if he is interested in psychology, it is up to him. He can go for psychology and he can learn it. So that is the facility which is being offered now. So we must support that to bring interdisciplinary learning in our students. And we also um, invest in professional development. Means, if we must if a teacher or a lecturer or a professor need to guide a student, first of all the person himself or herself must be updated. So that is the reason we must conduct the faculty development programs and other kind of professional development programs, so that the teaching fraternity themselves are strengthened, and they can support the students or motivate the students to develop innovation culture. And we also must promote culture of continuous development. Just finding out an idea and okay, this is fine, this is implementable, and thinking that and keeping aside doesn't make sense. So every time there must be a continuous improvement in that product, in that idea, so that they can commercialize as well as stand in the market. If something is not improvised, the same level of quality, the same level of facility is confined, then it may not go for much scaling. So it will be left behind in the startup stage itself. That's why there must be some continuous improvement. There must be taking feedback and again going back for some improvements. So that is how we can develop the innovation culture in higher education institutions. And now I would like to talk about the framework, how to develop an innovative thought or innovative idea. So first of all, the first thing what we need is not only innovation for any research kind of thing. Also, what we need to do is problem identification. First of all, you should know what exactly the problem is, what for we are working, how we can see differently, how we can work with differently. That identification is very much important. Once we identify the problem, then the next step is to generate the idea. So this idea generation will come up with their self creativity, Maybe an individual may have enough creativity to come up with a new idea, or we can set up a brainstorming sessions in our space what we are providing. So definitely we might be having innovation hubs in our higher education institution where we do these brainstorming sessions, and we do the concept mapping and mind mapping, different kinds of tools we can apply and come up with a new idea for that given problem. Once we get that idea, we have to evaluate it whether this is right, whether the solution what we are giving is suitable for the problem or not, whether it is working or not, what is the feasibility, whether it is economically feasible or not. Okay, the solution may be very rich. Okay, so it might suit the problem, but if it is not economically feasible, then it will fail. So no one will go for that. So that is why we must take evaluate the idea whether it is feasible, whether it has the market potential or not. All those things must be taken care. Once it is evaluated, yes, it is feasible in the terms of time, in the terms of um, money, and in the terms of market, in the terms of demand. If we feel that uh, it will work fine, then we will go for the prototype development. We will not directly develop the things. Instead, we'll develop a model kind of thing. Once we develop the prototype, then we try to test and validate. So we test whether the prototype will be working with the given inputs, whether it is giving the right outputs or not. That phase we term it as testing and validation. Once it is tested and validated that this product or this service or this new idea will work with the given problem and it can solve the given problem, then we will go for implementation. So this implementation phase will scaling the prototype. So prototype, in the prototype we'll make maybe making 1 or 2 units of that idea or product. So once you feel that after testing it is solving the purpose, then we can scale up into a large scale thing. We can produce more number of things, and we can come into the market. After coming into the market or giving the facility or the service to the people, we must continuously take the feedback. So how the people are responding, how the market is responding to that particular product, that feedback we must take, and what are the strengths as well as what are the weaknesses, what are the lacunas. All these things we must get through the feedback so that we can continuously improve the product or service. So for all these things, we must have some measurable matrices, we must have some benchmarks, we must have some standards to which we can compare our product or service, so that those measurements and matrices must be taken track of the success of the product or the innovative idea. Then also we must have the collaboration and engagement. The product what we are launching may be useful different to different kind of people. So for that to bring up into a large scale, only individual may not do it. So we must collaborate with the industry, we must collaborate with the business people, and we must take the engagement of employees who are working and all. Then the last one is learning and knowledge management. So as we already told that innovation is a continuous process. We we are adding some new idea, new facility to a component, then definitely we must have that knowledge documented. Everything must be documented so that we can learn from it and another new invention can be fostered. So this is about the innovation framework. And one more important concept I would like to talk is about design thinking. So in today's innovative world, every day we are trying to get new concept, we are trying to add a new value to the things, so that the life of the people will become more comfortable, isn't it? So whatever we are developing is for people. So design thinking is one such approach, human-centered approach, in which we put the end users who are using this product at the center of the design. We will be empathetic. We will be thinking in terms of the end users. So we will not be thinking as a developer. We will be first thinking as an end user. If I am the end user, how I'll use this product. So this kind of thinking is called as design thinking. So it aims at understanding the needs and wants and behaviors of the people to create a new innovative and meaningful solutions. So in which we have five phases. First of all, we have to empathize. We have to think in terms of the end users. We must put our legs in their shoe, and we have to identify how we will take this product or how we would like to work with this product. Once we empathize with that, then we go for the definition of that new innovative idea. Then we create the idea, what how we want to design it. Then once it is ideated, then we will build a prototype and the test it, then we can implement. This is how the design thinking will go on. And another important aspect we must take care about is all our innovations must be protected, isn't it? So we have an innovative thought, and if it is commercialized by some other people, then definitely we will be at loss. To avoid this, we must patent our innovative ideas or any invention, whether it is invention or innovation or any technological improvement, that must be patented. So our government of India is very keen in patenting because we are lagging behind when compared to other countries like China, Japan, USA. They are patenting a lot many things. Even our Indian products are being patented by other countries. So that is why our government of India is supporting us to do patent our ideas, so that we have different advantages with this patenting. Okay, so it provides us the legal protection. So whoever is inventor is there, he will have all the rights to do the commercialization or implementation of that product. Okay, and it also invented to commercialize their invention. So using that innovation or invention, we can commercialize and we can earn money if it is patented. If it is not patented, anyone can else commercialize it and earn money. And not only that, if something is patented, even we can earn money without commercializing by simply licensing, means by giving permission other people to commercialize, we will get the uh, license amount, or we can just sell the patent and we can earn money. So it also encourages the technological progress and economic growth, and it recognizes and rewards the individuals. So who is the person who invented it, who is the person who innovated it, that we can know by this patenting. So we must facilitate that patenting process also in our education institutions, so that the right person will get the recognition of their innovation. And another important proverb by Chinese is, when the winds of change blow, some people build walls, some people try to obstruct the winds, whereas other winds builds windmills. Means they try to use that wind and generate some kind of opportunities. So definitely, once we are having some innovative idea or innovative technology, that must be commercialized. If you commercialized, that will be scaled up and that will reach to many people. At the same time, we too get the enough benefits for our innovation. So these are the innovation commercialization techniques. The first one is licensing. As I already told, if we don't have enough resources, if we don't have enough money to um, commercialize our innovation, definitely we can sell our innovative idea, or we can sell our expertise, and we can get some licensing remuneration. The other kind of commercialization is spin-offs. Spin-offs basically happens in the companies when the innovation is happen in big industry or company. What they will do is they try to uh, create a small company along with the existing one. That is called as spin-off. These spin-offs will create a huge transformation in the market area. For example, I would like to quote TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor is one spin-off uh, from the original company. So something spin-off will happens in companies where they come up with new ideas. They create a new branch of their industry or a new setup of their industry. Another thing is strategic partnership. Strategic partnership means if you want to commercialize your innovation, then we can partnership with some existing business people. So we can take the help of the manufacturer, distributors, and other peoples to bring your innovation to the market, so that we can use the existing resources and expertise of the business people to commercialize our product. Okay, and the last one is you yourself creating a startup, or we can venture by venturing the capital funds. We can sell the shares, and we can pool up the resources what we required to commercialize the innovation, and we can ourselves do a startup. So these are the different ways of commercializing the innovations. And in conclusion, I would like to say innovation is a vital force that drives progress and enables us to navigate the complexities of ever changing world. So by fostering creativity and problem solving, and different perspective, different kind of thinking, and openness to the new ideas, all these things will eliminate the boundaries of thinking and come up with some meaningful changes to the existing thing, and we can brought a tremendous change in the lives of the people. So this is all about I would like to say about innovation. Any questions, or anyone would like to interact in this aspect?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your elaborative presentation, and it is so useful for the students. And if you can share the PowerPoint presentation, I'll inform all the students about that, and we will also keep it in our records. That will be
Sure,
more
sure,
useful
sure.
for us. Thank you. And students, I request anybody, if you have anything to say, any suggestion, any opinion, anything you can share with the faculty or with us.
Sir,
Gobind Das.
uh, good evening, sir.
Uh,
Actually, sir, this year, actually, I have made a innovation idea, and in my school, sir.
good.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Listening. Tell me.
Uh, yes. Actually, if you give me, sir, only 3 minutes, I can share this. It will be better for all the students, also
Ah,
my friends.
please, please do it, do it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Gobind, we are not able to hear the voice, no? It's not audible. I mean, your phone, your connection is in mute. Please unmute yourself in the Google meeting. But still it is in mute.
Sir,
Yes.
1 minute, sir.
Yes. Yes. Now you can share it.
Shivela?
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। मैं दिशा जराय की टीम की ओर से आपका स्वागत करती हूँ हमारे स्पेशल एपिसोड में जो है टीचर्स डेडिकेशन। पहले तो सभी को हैप्पी टीचर्स डे। और आज हम देखने वाले हैं 10 नवाचार स्टोरी। हमने रैंडमली सिलेक्ट किए हैं जितने भी नवाचार हमें आए थे उनमें से। तो चलिए देखते हैं कौन से हैं वो 10 नवाचार। हम सभी जानते हैं कि डेटाबेस मेंटेनेंस एक बड़ा चैलेंज होता है और स्पेशली जब स्टूडेंट्स की बात होती है तो हमें काफ़ी अलर्ट रहना पड़ता है क्योंकि ये उनके प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट में अफेक्ट करती है। तो हमारा जो अगला नवाचार है यही लेके आता है सोल्यूशन आपके डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट का और इसका नाम है ऑटोमेटिक स्टूडेंट डेटाबेस। और ये नवाचार हमें भेजा है श्री गोविंद चंद्र दास जी ने। ही इज असिस्टेंट टीचर्स ऑफ हकीमपुर आश्रम स्कूल
Govind, the voice is so
गवर्नमेंट
low.
ऑफ उड़ीसा नंदपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोरापुट। और ये बताते हैं कि कैसे क्यूआर कोड का इस्तेमाल करते हुए आप ऑटोमेटिकली स्टूडेंट का डेटाबेस सेव कर सकते हैं।
आप
तो
एक
जैसा
काम
कि
कर
आप
लीजिए,
स्क्रीन
पहले
पे देख
आप थोड़ा
सकते
इसको
हैं,
डिटेल्स थोड़ा
QR
बता
कोड
दीजिएगा।
स्कैनोवा जो वेबसाइट
Sir?
एक बार आप एक्सप्लेन कर लीजिए वो क्या है, क्योंकि वो इतना ऑडिबल नहीं है, वॉइस बहुत लो आ रहा है, समझने में थोड़ा दिक्कत हो रहा है।
ओके सर, एक्चुअली क्या है ना सर, मेरा जो स्कूल है वहाँ पे
ओके।
424 बच्चे पढ़ते हैं। वहाँ पर भी हॉस्टल्स है। हॉस्टल्स एक्चुअली डाटा में जो डाटा है स्टूडेंट का, इवन भी कांटेक्ट नंबर या उनका जो प्रोग्रेस डेवलपमेंट होता है मंथली या हाफ ईयरली ईयरली, हमको क्या होता है ना, प्रॉब्लम होता है सर एक्चुअली डाटाबेस कहाँ पर लिख के और कंप्यूटर में रखने के लिए। इसलिए मैं एक स्कैन कोड बनाया, उस डाटा को लेकर वन स्कैन कोड में, सपोज एक हॉस्टल है केवी के 40 सीटेड गर्ल्स हॉस्टल है, उस गर्ल्स हॉस्टल का डिटेल मोबाइल नंबर लेके उस स्कैन कोड में वहां पर मतलब फिक्स कर दिया। वो उसको स्कैन करेंगे तो डिटेल 40 स्टूडेंट का डिटेल डाटा आ जाएगा सर। वो और फोन करना चाहिए तो फोन करेंगे, 1 क्लिक में उनका पेरेंट्स को फोन कनेक्ट हो जाएगा। ऐसे ही सोचा था। एक्चुअली बहुत बढ़िया इनोवेशन काम कर रहा है स्कूल में, जैसे डाटाबेस को हमको कहाँ पर भी स्टोर करके रखना नहीं पड़ेगा। वन स्कैन कोड में डिटेल डाटा वहाँ पे स्टोर हो सकता है। इसको मैं ऑनलाइन किया था सर। एक्चुअली ये जीरो इन्वेस्टमेंट इनोवेशन है एक ये। और इसमें टीचर को, पेरेंट्स को और स्टूडेंट को सबको मतलब हेल्प मिलता है सर। यही
बढ़िया।
टोटल इनोवेशन का आइडिया है।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड,
और
ये वंडरफुल वन।
एक्चुअली
सुनिए, एक
इसके
एक एक जरूरी बात है आपसे। इग्नो हैज ए नेशनल सेंटर फॉर इनोवेशन in distance education, and they work on the innovation, and they heading the institutional innovation council also. And with the help of the national center, we have also formed some innovation councils in regional center innovation cell. We have an innovation cell at regional center, as well as we are also planning to have the cell at study center level. So that will be worked out. More importantly for you, every year we invite for the innovation awards. The Best Innovation Award 2023 is still on, and the last date is October 29th. Tomorrow, I will share you the complete details about the application and the guidelines. You can also look at the IGNO website for that, and I will also share it. You please submit your application for the Best Innovation Award 2023. That will be very important for us, because this is a very good innovation as far as this teaching in schools is concerned. That will be of much use for the parents, students, as well as the teachers. So you please prepare the report as per the guidelines given in the document. Tomorrow I'll be sharing it, so that you can apply for the Best Innovation Award 2023. And if you are selected there, then that will go to the National Innovation Award into the Ministry of Education. They will send it, and also you will get some remuneration also for that prize. So better you please prepare it properly and document it properly as per the guidelines and submit it by the deadline October 29th, 2023. If any student, other student have similar
Okay, okay.
ideas,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
yes, yes, I will share. And I congratulate you for your innovation and your thinking and for smoothing the issues related to the school, as particularly for the students, parents, and the teachers. Also, it will be very helpful. So, I sincerely congratulate on behalf of Indira Gandhi National Open University, and it is our honor to have you as a student of our Indira Gandhi National Open University. Thank you.
Thank you very
And
much, sir. Thank you.
yes. I also urge all the students to have some ideas. See, innovation can be in any way, in a normal thinking also, in our daily routine, whatever works we do at home or at our workplace or in general public, when we go to movie, whatever. But we always try to do something easily. We want to do the things. So that also leads to some innovation kind of thing. And IGNO is inviting innovation application. They're inviting for the award in many ways, and I will tell you various fields, particularly healthcare and biomedical devices, agriculture and rural development, food processing, transport and traffic management, renewable energy, clean and potable water and water management, and technology based social innovations like this. This is also the man, I mean, now Govind is showing, no, that is also a technology based innovation, as well as it is an innovation in the education sector. And e-commerce, e-business, robotics, travel management for tourists, we can also plan. For the environmental causes also, we can plan certain things. For children, like this, we have many things we can think of, and we will be having bright opportunities in this field. So along with your curriculum, uh, you please also focus on this innovation technology and all these things, and we will also supply you some study material on innovation and how to go into the entrepreneurship with our knowledge, with our thinking, with our limited opportunities also, resources also, we can have better entrepreneurship. And so we will also be sharing all these things to you in the near future. First of all, I once again congratulate Govind, and I sincerely thank Ma'am Aranapadma Garu for giving us valuable time. Within a short notice, she responded very positively, and it is a very helpful talk. In fact, even I was recording some slides now. I have taken some screenshots also, very important point. So it will be of very use, and I request all of you to please have some thinking. Just think of it. What was the session? Why these points were told, and what is the importance of innovation in our lifestyle, particularly at our workplace? So I request all of you that please take this message forward, not only with you, and to also please share this with your friends, family, and your colleagues, and your school children, or anywhere in your workplace, anywhere. And I think this session is of very useful for all of us, and I once again thank all the students who participated in this event. uh, so I once again thank all of you on behalf of Indira Gandhi National Open University for attending this program. Thank you. We'll be meeting in some other webinar very soon in the next week. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you for
sir.
the
Thank you, ma'am.